I love a pub schnitzel, and today Sergio is going to be making us his version, maybe a little fancier.
Right. That's right. I love schnitzel. I mean, who doesn't love a good schnitzel, right? But I'm gonna do it with a little bit of a Mediterranean flair.
Great.
We've got some beautiful, beautiful slices of swordfish. Now, we're gonna start with one. Just place it down, and we're just gonna...
Sorry,
there we go. There it is. All right, so we're just gonna pound it down.
Okay. And I guess it's not like a chicken schnitzel where you can be a little bit more aggressive with it.
Right.
You want to be gentle with it.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it is a meaty fish,
Yes.
but you still want to be careful not to get it too thin.
Yep. Nice one. Let's have a look.
Look. That's about right. So we've got that one. Let's just get the other one going.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna start doing this again. All right, this is done.
Okay, let's have a look.
Give that
Wow, one small medallion of fish. You can see how big you can spread it out.
So that is ready to go. Now what we want to do here now is I'm gonna have you help me by coating these.
Yes.
With some panko.
Great, I
I
can do that for you.
And I'm gonna get the sauce going. Now, I love seafood, which is why the sauce that I'm gonna be doing is incorporating clams.
Nice.
Which I absolutely love. It gives you that really beautiful kind of oceanic flavor to it. So I'm gonna get this onion.
Okay.
Just gonna slice it really thin.
And Sergio, I'm starting a bit of a production line here, so I'll go in with the flour first.
Absolutely. Now,
then eggs.
some people like to season their flour. I mean, because there's so much flavor here, we don't really need to do that.
Yeah, okay.
But you can.
Yep.
And some things that I have added in the past are like maybe it's like some smoked paprika, any spice really.
Gently move it from the egg into the panko crumb. And crumbing fish like this, and swordfish in particular, which is meaty, is a great introduction to fish. So if you're like, oh, not sure, this is the way to go.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now, yes, thank you so much. So I'm gonna use some good olive oil. Being Spanish, I use olive oil for everything.
Oh, the Spaniards love their oil, don't they?
do.
They also love their clams, so I can really see the influence that's coming out here in this dish.
Absolutely.
Now, I love your story. You are actually from Spain, Barcelona. Your
Correct.
family's in Barcelona.
Yes.
But you've also worked in Japan.
I did. I met this apprentice that we were working together in Spain.
Yeah.
He was from Kyoto. His family actually had a restaurant that was 300 years old, which is how I got involved in that. And I loved the history of Japan and the samurai. So it was a great opportunity to go there and learn the traditional cooking. So we're sweating the onions here. It's all right if you get a little bit of color.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna add some of the capers.
Lovely. Capers and fish, best friends, aren't they?
Some of the vinegar as well.
Ah, okay.
With something fried and fatty, you do want to be able to cut that richness with a little acidity.
Great.
And then what we're gonna do now, get a little bit of the parsley.
I've made a real mess here with all my
It's
panko
all right.
crumbs.
And now we do want to use a little bit for the sauce now and then some for afterwards. We're just gonna get roughly chopped.
Yeah.
Now come to our clams. Now, these are little neck clams, but you can use pippies if you like. So we're just gonna add a big handful of that, a couple of handfuls.
And as soon as they start to open, there's that salty seawater in there, which
that
is
beautiful salinity that comes out.
Yep.
So we're gonna let that go. So we're gonna turn up the heat a little bit. Now this is where we start making the sauce. We've got some white wine that we're gonna pour into that.
Okay.
And then...
Just that in itself is super delicious. I
Yeah.
would have that with some bread any day of the week and be very content.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, we'll add a little bit more of the olive oil. We can even add butter if you wanted to, but I like just using some straight up good olive oil.
Yeah, a true Spaniard talking about.
Now, we've got some fennel. Now, I've left it out purposely because of the fennel. I like to slice a little bit of that, and we'll put it at the end. These, in the meantime, are gonna start to slowly open up.
Yep. They don't take long at all,
No,
do they?
not at all.
Yep.
So we're just gonna do some really thin slices. Something that you could definitely see in a pub. You know, it's you know, you're just using good quality ingredients. All right, so giving that a little bit of a mix.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna get the oil ready, so we're gonna fry our schnitzel.
Great. Sergio, this is looking fantastic. perfectly crumbed, golden brown. Yum.
Last one.
They're so big.
Perfect. Here we go. There. Let that soak for a bit. Now.
Yep. And any salt on the top of this?
Definitely some nice coarse salt.
Beautiful.
Some people like to add a little bit of black pepper.
Yep. That's great.
Now, we need to finish our sauce with clams here. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add some olive oil, some salt.
Right. Yep.
And then actually, I'm gonna throw in a little bit more of some parsley if you want to chop that up for me.
Chop that for you.
And then what I'll start doing, let me give this a quick little mix.
Just roughly chopped, Sergio?
Yeah, roughly chopped.
Straight in?
Yeah, straight in there. Perfect. There you go. That'll really mellow this out. So let's plate these.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna put one on just like that. On top of the other. And got that beautiful sauce with the fennel, the garlic.
I love how you left the fennel to the last minute. You didn't add it at the beginning, so it's not too soft. You've got the crunchiness of it there.
Exactly. Finish off with a little bit more lemon juice. It's got some acidity already.
Do you know what? This really elevates that chicken schnitzel. You know, I just think it's such a nice way to present fish. I want to taste it with everything, especially all these little pan juices.
I always add a little bit of salt because that's just me.
Sergio, you love your salt, so I can see you added a bit more, but for me, it is absolutely perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.